This podcast was prepared by the Digression Method. The opinions expressed in this show are those of the hosts and do not reflect the view of the scientists, the Department of Education, or the United States Science Board.
Whenever life gets you down, Mrs. Brown, and things seem hard or tough, and people are stupid, obnoxious, or daft, and you feel that you've had quite enough. Just remember that you're standing on a planet that's evolving and revolving at 900 miles an hour. That's orbiting at 19 miles a second, so it's reckoned. The sun that is the source of all our power. The sun and you and me and all the stars that we can see are moving at 1,000,000 miles a day. In an outer spiral arm at 400,000 miles.
Welcome back.
Welcome to the Digression Method.
We are back.
Back with a sci-fi to fact this time instead of a current event.
Not current event, however, there are many good current events out there.
It's driving me nuts because there's so many good
There's a lot
ones.
of good current events going on right now.
But next week we'll hook you up with some good ones.
Yeah.
And
we'll probably throw a
Has anyone
couple.
heard yet? Did the Insight launch successfully? Are we out in space right now?
Did the what?
The Insight probe that's going to Mars had our name on it.
Oh, I don't know.
Oh, the
it
Digression?
did?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
It launched. I'm not sure if it did.
We're gonna check on that.
We'll have more info.
Yeah. We're still trying to gain funding for the 10,000 didgeridoo army. We're still working on
our
it.
second mission will be to go land on our plot on Mars or whatever.
Yeah, we should accomplish the army before we land on Mars.
Well, our name will land on Mars.
Yeah, I was gonna say, we won't be, but who cares? We will be a part.
Dude,
our
we're gonna
name will
be
on, like,
we're gonna be on
Rock.
like an alien hit list. It's gonna be fucking awesome, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be the first podcast brought to you intergalactically. Another species will be like, or another life form altogether. is
This
gonna be
time
like,
on planet Earth.
three crazy guys talking about sex. Yeah.
Tell me what you got.
We're just making all kinds of references now. South
Yeah.
Park and Rick and Morty.
South Park, Rick and Morty. Just what else we got?
But no, seriously, this week is about sci-fi to facts.
Yeah, we're gonna dip into science fiction, and see what those guys that had no true knowledge, I'd say, of obviously no knowledge of the future, but I mean made predictions. These people that it's so cool how like I hope it's not either one of yours and it's not mine, but read like in like 1914 somebody predicted the atomic bomb. And you could kind of, for me, it makes sense as you know, oh, now we have guns, and that probably blew people's minds, and then they imagine it getting bigger and bigger. So I mean, you imagine a giant explosion, but before you knew about the quantum world, you're thinking about atomic bombs and stuff like that's just cool, predicting them on accident. But yeah, that's what we're gonna do for this week.
We're going to tell you about other people's predictions.
Other things.
Are we going to make a bold prediction?
No.
I don't know. We'll see where this goes.
No.
This is the Digression
I
Method.
don't got nothing.
Who knows?
Well, I was gonna. Yeah, you're right. I mean,
who knows?
We used to, when we were an hour, we used to accidentally.
There were many
Oh, man.
illegitimate endorsements.
So
There
many
were
illegitimate
quite a few.
endorsements, but-
Yeah. But
All right, so getting into it.
Yeah, just dive in.
Pretty excited about mine. It happened a couple of years ago, but I read the article and it's pretty cool. Scientists actually found a way to implant false memories into laboratory mice when they were sleeping.
Oh, okay.
So, and that goes back to like people wanting to like purge bad memories from their mind, like kind of like Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
That's the movie I just was. Yeah, I was like, trying to think of the name. I was gonna say, you could go in and forget things, and then be like, oh wait, whoops. Shouldn't. But yeah, I'm sorry.
Yeah, so that's exciting.
Oh, so they
The
just
ability to
implanted.
kind of implant memories.
implanted memories, dog.
If they're doing that, if they're like, we do it to the first person, it's like that you'll never know what's real or what's not.
That's when the simulation starts over.
Oh no.
That's when the simulation crashes and
Yeah,
you see,
somebody's like, they broke the game. The fucking
you idiots.
hackers. God, I hate hackers. Oh, they ruin
It's just
everything.
like you have to. People always have to find a loophole. They
Always have to
manipulate
cheat.
it to the very end. Yeah, we even manipulate reality. That's trippy.
Yeah.
Did the article say how they did that, or like?
it just mentioned that they did it while they were sleeping.
So sleeping mice, and then they're tapping into their brain.
Came in
and-
like, whoa, 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 whoa.
I imagine they had like electrodes on their head and wired into their brains. So, because there's always like, whenever they're testing some sort of critter or thing for brainwaves and stuff, and then you'll read that it's like in like a practically like in a coma, or it's got like all this stuff implanted in its head. So it's like, okay, somebody had to. I just imagine like anesthetizing a rat, like, yeah, he's out, and then like shaving its little head, or a mouse, and then cutting its like little scalp open, and it's like, oh, we gotta keep it alive. It's just so like, what, to a mouse? Neuro brain surgery on a mouse? It's like, yeah, dude, we implanted memories, false memories into its head. You're like, whoa, dude!
Surprisingly, they're the closest to humans. That's why they test on mice and shit.
Yeah, I've heard they've I think they've put like ears on them, like grown human ears or grown
I've
weird
seen
stuff
it,
on
But
mice
see
and
that
rats.
I heard about that, but that human ear was not made out of like human DNA. It was made out of cartilage from I think like a cow or.
Still, but did it grew?
It grew,
But
yeah.
I mean, I know, yeah, it's not like implanted. I don't want them creating like a, what is that, a chimera, like a two different species like thing together. That's a evil creature. No, I don't want any chimeras.
I want to blend like what would you blend, like a giraffe with like a
No.
lion? It's just like,
Oh,
that's
God.
a big ass.
No. You gotta make the griffin first before you make
Oh,
it.
seriously.
Oh,
Experiment with.
No, dude, that's like,
chimeras.
that would be some weird Jurassic Park shit where, like, next thing you know, they're, oh, be aware, a griffin has been spotted. Don't let your kids outside. Recess is inside today. Yeah, because it's like, man, that sounds awful.
That sounds like an awful experience.
Yeah,
yes.
like, man,
To have to watch, like, you literally have to carry a gun around, like, shit, like.
I don't, oh, man. Yeah, you just see the shadow go over your head, and you're like, what? Oh, no! Like, you always be armed.
You have to.
I was
at
watching
that
a
point.
mythological video, and there was a beast that I think is over in like Europe or maybe Asia or something like that, but it's part feline, like mountain lion type cat, basically, mixed with like a snake.
So what? Man, I want to see that. Basically like a bigger, longer, thicker snake, but with legs.
And a cat head, yeah.
Oh, a cat.
There's no
So I was
way.
gonna say,
There's
like,
no
I could
way.
maybe
This
see,
doesn't
like,
exist.
I could maybe see like
This
a
doesn't
long,
exist.
like, very kind of like maybe centipede, like multiple legs. Instead of it slithering around, it like walks around and then like has like a cobra head, but I don't know. That's weird.
Either way.
I mean,
I can't believe that story. I can't believe it.
that's crazy. Well,
Yeah.
I'll move on and I'll go to mine, I guess, real quick. I found mine on like a good list of, you know, a bunch of random ones, and it was from Fahrenheit 451, which is a famous story. I've not read it. I've heard about it, but it's very famous, written by Ray Bradbury in like 1950s, I believe. And in that, apparently there's a lot of censorship, like the government's burning books and the government's censoring everything and like kind of shutting down thought, I guess, or like just censorship. It's a lot about, you know,
So
like
basically,
now.
goodbye net neutrality.
Yeah, basically, yeah, weird stuff like that, where yeah, they're just big censorship stuff, and so the character in the story, like, is a part of the government machine doing that. Quits, joins this like resistance group where they're like aimed at memorizing, like literature, music, just all things of like information, just information and random, you know, stuff that the government's censoring, and then trying to keep it alive and like resisting that. And one of the things in there was earbuds. And apparently, and I've not read it, so I mean I can't. It's not like I know exactly. Oh, at this point, but there's a quote from it that I'd like to read that just says, "And in her ears, the little seashells, the thimble radios, tamped tamped tight in an electronic ocean of sound, of music and talk, coming in on the shore of our unsleeping mind. So it's like they're using them to absorb information and everything, and sticking it to the man. But that's just cool. Earbuds. 1950. And at the time, like an earbud or a headphone was like this big piece of metal that had all the big wiring in it, and it was not. I really doubt you'd really see people walking around with those. I mean, you probably could in the time, but it's just they weren't earbuds. They were just big speakers.
Headphones.
Yeah, they were just headphones. But now, this predicted earbuds, so it's like, I mean, I'm very glad they got invented, because earbuds are like the best.
I'm a big headphone guy myself.
Really?
Yeah.
See, I don't know. I'm not a. I like the little skull candy earbuds that have like the plastic, because it form fits for your ear, and then it's like noise canceling, so you're getting what your podcast or your music or whatever it is, and I love it. But yeah, 1950s. They're like Ray Bradbury's just like, yeah, man. Earbuds.
I saw the future, and the future is earbuds.
Future earbuds.
Earbuds. Apple earbuds. Oh, and fun fact: the song, or not the song, but the story is called Fahrenheit 451 because that's the temperature that paper burns at. So it's like, oh, the more you know, the more you're like, oh, about censorship, and burning paper, and all sorts.
I get it.
I like it. I like it.
I like that.
I hate those people that come up with such good names that I mean, you're like, oh, Fahrenheit 451, then you learn that, and then you're like, dude, that is just nail in the head, like perfect. And about censorship, it's like, I want that. But I think we did hit a good one with the digression method. I mean, I actually am. I am confident with the digression method, because I mean, that's what we do. It fits us perfectly. It really is like, I hate those people that have good ones, but then it's like, I guess I hate myself because we got a fucking good one. I'll accept that.
I will accept that I hate myself
I
and
remember,
other people.
Censorship and book burning happening in Germany. That was back in 1945, I think, or before that.
Yeah, the only people that do that don't really end up in good places. They kind of change things for the worse, but yeah. What you got, AJ? What technology did somebody, whoever you predict?
This is a book by George Orwell. It's called 1984, but it was written in 1949.
And 1984, I'm pretty sure Caleb
Pretty
and I
good
were...
movie too. John Hurt played in that.
I didn't know there was a movie. I just assumed there was a book. But Caleb and I were in the same class, and didn't we have to read that in 6th grade? I'm pretty sure we had to... It's like it's one of those classics that everybody's had some sort of interaction with, but I don't remember it like at all. Yeah. So please help remind me, sir.
It kind of talks about Big Brother in the sense of like surveillance, and like so the premise is like it's a political satire of what's happening at the time, because in like 1949 there's some political actions that are happening that are like causing people to be concerned about their safety.
Oh yeah, dude.
So it kind of predicted things like the book.
When nukes popped up, the entire world that didn't have nukes went, oh shit. Like, oh shit. But yeah.
It kind of predicted things like CCTV cameras in the book.
Okay.
It had
closed circuit television for anybody that doesn't know.
Yeah. There was this idea that it was two-way televisions, like entertaining but also being able to view you. And like I thought that was kind of interesting, because like they do have like viewing trends, like they can show like what shows are you watching and things like that. And
that makes me think the other day, like people, oh, the man, I was watching, or I think it was either on Hulu or on YouTube, and they have an algorithm, like you're saying, that like, oh, you watch this, they'll say people like you watch this, and it's like, oh, so you You know me now, huh? Oh, okay. You know. Oh, great.
Things you might watch.
Yes, but it's like it actually said like people like you watch this, and it's like people like me. You know who? It's like of course you do. We put so much of ourselves out there, and there's so many. You can contain and store so much, information now. It's like. We all have, every one of us has a huge data pool of info on us that we have no idea is out there, but it's out there, and there is somebody looking at it.
50 years in the future, Facebook is going to be filled with a bunch of dead people.
They had an idea in there called newspeak, which is like a particular way that they would solicit certain things, saying particular words to encourage certain thinking patterns.
Yeah, like... implanting false memories.
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
There was the war, like,
Uh-oh.
war is peace, and, like, kind of like there's always something going on in the world. There's always war somewhere in the world, and you always just press forward and, like...
keep fighting it, but...
And you kind of, like, forget about the last one, is like, kind of the idea there. I was like, these are all pretty interesting.
I love the intelligent... It's like, if it's like that, it's like... it's maybe just sounding too smart.
Oh, this
dumb,
was like
the people, like the authors, like that. Those people are so smart. Like what you're saying, like the war. Forget the last one happened. It's like it's just a commentary on what's happening right now, and it's like that's really. I love that. I just love that.
There was an awesome statistic that they had.
2018, but in the last 100, yeah.
20% of Americans read newspapers in like a poll in 2016, with 62% saying that they use social media for news.
Yep.
Yeah. No, Alex Jones and Joe Rogan talked about that at one time, how 10 years ago they were joking about it, and when they first met, it was saying, oh yeah, podcasts are going to be the future. Everybody's going to listen to it, and I would listen to an episode where they had Joey Diaz, I believe, and Alex Jones on Joe Rogan. And
Uncle Joey.
45 million people listen to the Joe Rogan Experience compared to 1 to 3 million people watching Fox News.
Joe gets better numbers than all the late night shows combined, and that's for 1 or 2 episodes or so. It's amazing. It's amazing the reach that guy has. Yeah, it's now TV, like you were talking about, TV and news networks and stuff is just they're becoming obsolete because it's
we can competition.
Yeah. Ugh. But now you get fake news, man. Ugh. I hate it.
Yeah.
I hate it.
So I did find, what was it? There was there was one aspect that he kind of had here, but if we can implant false memories, it was there was the no thought police.
No thought. So they just want to keep you droned out,
No, so basically they can keep you thinking a certain. They can actually control what you think.
Okay, so no free thought.
No free thought.
Okay.
But now with that, with memory, now there can be
now
no
that
free
you're gonna
thought.
they're like, oh, we need to do a appendicitis, or no, you need some sort of surgery that you can't avoid, and you're like, oh no, and then go in, and then they implant your false memories, and they don't have to do that now. You just get some scopolamine and then blow it in somebody's face. It's called the devil. It's called the devil's breath. And it's literally a thing that if somebody, and it happens a lot in Brazil apparently, and if some chick, you're at a bar or something, blows that in your face, then it's apparently you just go black, you don't have any control, and that person can be like, hey, let's go to your house and move all your stuff out of your house, sell it, and then give me all the money, and you'll just be like, sure, and you'll do it, and you're not messed up. It's people have talked about the doorman, a victim going why didn't you stop me? And he's like, dude, you seemed fine. You were fine. What are you talking? You were like you are now. And the person's like, no, I wasn't. I was drugged. It's nope. They'll blow that stuff in your face, and then you go drain your bank accounts and stuff. It's like, it's crazy. They can do that. They don't even have to implant false things. Just get close to you, but yeah, you just don't go down to
Well, and
Brazil.
somebody with no direct orders, have you seen those videos where it's like the South Colombian police have like captured somebody on that shit and they're just like freaking out, they're like wailing and shit, like uncontrollably, like zombies.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen that. Like I haven't seen too
I've
much
heard about
footage of people on it. I watched one of those Vice documentaries about it, and they talked about it, and it freaked me out. I was like, oh wow. I remember I had a dream because I watched it at night, and then I had a dream about it, and I was so paranoid. I'm like, no, did somebody get me? It was so bad. I was like, nah, don't watch one of those things before you go to bed. Like minutes before, like you turn it off and go to sleep. Don't do that. It's a bad idea.
Yeah, it's a brilliant idea, actually.
If you pick the right thing, yeah. If you pick the right thing, don't watch
have some worthy dreams where you can write a script from it.
Yeah,
like,
don't watch like a crazy
from
like.
The dream. Now I'm gonna just
violent,
elaborate on that.
Yeah, you don't want to watch some violent prison show and then go to sleep. You're gonna be like, no, oh my god, have a terrible dream. But yeah.
Yeah.
It seems we're winding down, but we're a little early. I mean, we try to have it about 30 minutes. We're about 20 now. I mean, I don't know. Maybe take some time just to mention, sorry for not uploading the last couple weeks, but, I mean, life. If you listen to this, you know life.
Myself.
Yeah.
I mean, you've been moving. I've got school. I mean, AJ, all of us, we got work. I mean, it's just tough. It's tough to get together and do this, but it's always nice when we finally get the time and get a good episode. I really want to talk about one of the articles for the current events, but it's like I kind of want to save that for next week. I think we'll have some good stuff. It's been a lot of cool things. To me, like, I mean, there's always something cool going on, I'd say, but in the last couple of months, it seemed to me that there was a lot of slums in news articles and stuff that
it was kind of like, I mean, like stuff was happening.
Yeah, because
don't get me wrong.
Say that
there wasn't things that, but like,
there wasn't stuff that I was interested happening, and then now there's been like 2 or 3 things.
Well, like the biggest thing that was happening was like, and we tried to describe it.
You're gonna drop it now?
No,
because we could. I mean,
no,
we could, because it is really cool.
No, we'll wait.
I will mention one that's really not like
groundbreaking.
I mean, it is, but it's not like the one I want to talk about that I think you want to talk about with light. I'm hinting at it. Using the light. Is it the light thing that you want to talk about?
I think so.
Yeah, we might just team up and try to explain that one next week, because it's...
Are you talking about Wi-Fi?
No.
We can't talk about it. No, we don't have enough time. We literally do not have enough time for this.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if it'll take like a whole episode of like you and I trying to explain it, but it's just...
Well, not a whole episode.
It's a tough one.
Yeah.
We'll give one article that I saw.
You would literally... We would need like a diagram. You would have to like...
I just need to reread the article and really... Because, you read the article and you're like, this is cool, and if it's really cool... Like, if I really think it's cool, I don't have to... I get it. So, like, when it came to, like, the battery-powered, self-generating electricity diamond thing, I could still tell you about that. Scraping off the radioactive stuff, turning into a diamond, artificial diamonds and radiation create. I mean, I still have that. But this one, even though I'm interested, like, I think I could right now talk about it, I still just, like, don't understand it. It's so like, because it's such a weird. It's such a weird. Yeah.
It's way over
beyond my pay
skill,
grade, but
way over my pay grade.
Yeah.
The one cool article that I found recently that I'm probably not going to talk about on any future shows is the fact that a satellite image found a hidden penguin colony of like 1.25 million penguins.
What?
Isn't that crazy?
That's
like from space.
It was 1.25.
It's just cruising along. It's like, whoa, what's that? You see that? What is that? A little dot. What is it? I don't know. Let's look at.
Holy shit, that's a lot of penguins.
It's penguins. What? Yeah, dude.
1.25 million. They're all like chilling. They're just like, what's up?
maybe researchers thought like, oh, the population's been declining. They're like, nah, dude, we're at the rave, we're at the party. Like, you're not invited. Sorry.
Shit, they found us, guys. We gotta move.
Oh, yeah, we gotta
We're
scatter.
happy it over here.
Oh shit, humans! So the cops. That's cool, but I'll throw out another quick little article. I don't know the name of the guy, but an amateur astronomer, busts out his new telescope or whatever, new camera, pointed at the sky at some certain spot. I mean, I don't have the article. I'm talking about it now. But it's like he pointed at the sky, and then he turned on his camera and kind of was recording stuff, and he caught the light from a supernova finally reaching Earth.
I saw that.
Yeah, it's like that is such a rare, to be looking and then see it happening, even though obviously you're not seeing it happen because it happened.
Yeah, it's happening.
Yeah, but it finally got to us.
Yeah, the light from its first it detonated, and then the first light he captured it. So it's just like, dude.
That's just being at the right place at the right time.
Oh man, yeah.
That's
that unlucky lottery, but the luckiest of lucky lotteries.
You can see the picture now, right?
I think you can. I don't have any of the. I'd have to really look it up. I might talk about that a little bit more next week, and then throw up a picture if there is or something. I'll try to remember. But it's really cool. I'm really excited for that one next week. But
yeah,
it's gonna be a good one. But
yeah. Stay tuned.
Yeah.
Hey man, you tried the Szechuan sauce?
What?
At McDonald's, you tried the Szechuan sauce?
No.
Yeah, no. Szechuan sauce came back again.
Szechuan? Oh, I was like, what? And it's Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
No, yeah, Rick and Morty.
Yeah.
He tries to go, yeah.
It's, I kind of was not expecting much, and
he threw me off. I mean, you caught me so off guard there. I'm like, okay, we're winding down. We're gonna stop the episode, and then AJ looks at me and goes, "You try the Szechuan sauce," and I'm like, "We're still recording. Like, what are you talking about?" And then it's, oh, I know the show, and that flew right over my head at first.
It's actually not bad. It's pretty good.
It's not bad, but I expected more, so I kind of got disappointed myself.
Yeah. I went in with low expectations and
I don't
came
think I'm
out
gonna
with
try it.
high.
I'm just gonna leave myself at no expectations, so I'm just gonna call it good. Yeah,
I'm not gonna live on the edge. You're not gonna live on the edge. You gotta tie break this.
Dude. Nah.
You gotta try before next week so you can break this tie
No.
on a yes or no on the Szechuan sauce. You have
I'll
to.
think about it.
Yeah.
Szechuan sauce, so weird. But yeah, that's a way to digress off the cliff to the end of the episode.
Yeah.
Thanks for tuning in, and we'll see you guys later.
Have a good night.
Send any of your questions or comments to TheDigressionMethod@gmail.com. We're also at twitch.tv/TheDigressionMethod, SoundCloud.com/TheDigressionMethod, Facebook.com/DigressionMethod, Patreon.com/DigressionMethod, Twitter.com/Digression541, and you can search for us on YouTube, Google Play, or iTunes, The Digression Method.
The universe itself keeps on expanding and expanding in all of the directions it can whiz. As fast as it can go, at the speed of light, 12 million miles a minute, and that's the fastest speed there is. So remember, when you're feeling very small and insecure, how amazingly unlikely is your birth. And pray that there's intelligent life somewhere out in space, 'cause there's bugger all down here on Earth.